Hello and welcome to your lovely full body top to toe Pilates. Nice quick one again that you can easily fit into your day, very mindful. So trying to get you to switch off from everything that's going on around you and just be here. We're going to start down on the mat today and we're going to shuffle right to the front of our mat with our feet completely grounded and have your, all my trousers are halfway up my legs. I've laid up with leggings, wide leg trousers and everything because it's really, really cold, but I don't know why I'm telling you that. Anyway, feet are nice and parallel, hip distance apart. They're about a foot away from you, maybe a bit more actually. So not too close, not too far away. Knees are bent in line with the hips. And we're going to take our hands around the backs of the legs and we're going to lift ourselves up lovely and tall. So start to feel your upper back firing up. Take a moment to let your shoulders drop away from the ears. Taking a lovely deep breath in through the nose. Maybe the deepest breath you've taken in today. As you breathe out, start to feel your abdominals pulling away from your clothing. As you take your next inhale, we'll breathe wide and full into our rib cage, so we don't lose that lovely belt we've just put on. As you breathe, just start to feel that length through the spine. Start to tune into the sounds around you, the temperature of the room. Starting to bring yourself a little bit more present on the mat. On your next exhale, we'll tuck our pelvis under and we start to scoot back into a lovely curve through the spine. Keeping our shoulders away from the ears and keeping our chest from collapsing. And then we slowly come up, we keep that curve until the shoulders go over your hips and we sit lovely and tall. Sit taller this time if you can. We go again. So just start to feel the spine move. Now I'm always closing my eyes. I do it quite naturally. So I encourage you to do the same thing. Just close down your eyes and feel the body moving. I'm going to go a little further forwards. Maybe you can start to take the hands off and go a little further down. So this is a nice flowy one today. It's almost like a nice wake up flow. You can use it just to wake the body up. Maybe roll all the way down to the mat, taking the arms over the head, energy through the arms. Imagine pushing through a pot of honey, or not a pot because it's a bit small, but a whole room full of honey. Take the stickiness away. And we roll up, just that sense of pushing through something. We're peeling bone by bone coming up. So remember that with this one, it's really important and we roll through the spine bone by bone. So that's where closing your eyes can be nice because we start to feel things a little bit more. We start to notice how we're moving. Good. Or either stay with this one. So if you find that the half roll down is working for you, especially if you've got neck, back or shoulder pain, please stay with that a little longer. Otherwise, roll all the way down to the mat. Step your feet away. Keep them where they are, sorry. Sweep your arms over your head, letting the backs of the hands touch the floor above the mat. We'll lift the arms up again like you're going to do a curl up, but we'll just nod the chin to the chest and bring the chest up to the thighs and then roll down. So imagine you're about to curl up like we did a minute ago, but you're only going to come up to the tips of the shoulder blades. So we're really adding that resistance through the arms. We're not moving the pelvis. We nod our chin until there's about a fist distance between our chin and chest. And then it's our chest coming up to our thighs. Feeling those abdominals working. Good. Lovely. When you're ready, we'll come back to that. Let the hands settle on the hip bones. Pick up one leg until the shin is parallel to the ceiling and start to draw circles with this leg. Oh, I've got a really clicky hip today. That's not nice. I'm going to keep the circles really small. It's like one of those clicks that feels really awkward and weird. So imagine smudging paint on the ceiling with your shin. Some of you may want to straighten the leg and make those circles quite a lot bigger. Dropping the leg that's currently not moving down to the mat. So I'm just going to let my hip click out a minute. But just keeping stillness. What I want you to find is that there's no moving through the pelvis. Sorry, I'm just doing my own thing here. Just carry on. Go back the other way, circling the leg. Back the other way. Finding complete stillness through the pelvis. Good, and then hug that knee into your chest. Take the hand behind the back of the leg. Straighten that leg up to the ceiling. Find a hamstring stretch and bend it back in. Again, find a hamstring stretch and bend it back in. Let's add a bit more to this. We'll find a hamstring stretch, stretching your leg up to the ceiling. Can we reach the other leg nice and long, but hover it just off the floor? Place the foot back down to the floor. Bend the knee that you've got up back in. So we lengthen the leg we've got up to the ceiling. Doesn't have to fully straighten. We lengthen the other leg long, hover it off of the mat. Place the foot to the floor, knee bent, and then bend that knee of the leg you've got up. We'll add even more to it. Straighten the leg. Let the other leg straighten. Nod the chin, curl up to the leg that's lifted. Slowly roll back down. Place the leg that was hovered just above the mat onto the floor. Knee bent, foot flat. And then hug the other leg back in. Again, you can stay with that or layer up even more. Straighten the leg. Reach the other one nice and long, hover. Curl up, and now we come into scissors. So we're now going to switch the legs over, the other leg's in, the other one's down, and switch. The knees can be slightly more bent if you need. And we're just doing our little scissors. And switch. Hips are staying nice and centered. Good. Try to stop on the other leg now. So the other leg is up. You're going to bend your knee so the foot is flat off the other leg. You're going to walk down the one that's up. Rest your head down, hands on the hips. And do leg circles on this side. So, carry on with that as I let I've now got a cramp in my foot. This is lovely. So don't be afraid to stop. I'm never afraid to stop. It doesn't matter. But start to feel that stillness. You may find that there's one side that was easier to keep still than the other side. You may have the knees bent. Let's circle back the other way. You may have the knees bent. One leg may be straight, one leg bent. Just see. We'll hug that knee all the way into our chest. We'll start with that lengthen of the leg up to the ceiling. And then bring it back in. So I'm doing this really early in the morning. So my hamstrings are tight. So I am straightening the leg, but not hugging it in as much. You do what you need. So take it easy in the morning. Straighten the leg. Maybe slide the other one down. Hover it off of the mat. Place the foot back down. Bend the knee that was straight up to the ceiling. Back in. Keep adding those layers. Maybe we straighten. We lengthen the other leg. And maybe we climb up that leg. Maybe we climb back down. Bend the knee of the hovered leg off the mat. Bring the other one in. Maybe we straighten up. Stretch the other leg. Climb up. And we go for our scissors. Now, if you want to add a twist, we're now going to start to hug one knee into the chest as the other leg straightens. So more like a one leg stretch. Take the hands behind the head, interlace them behind the head. And we're going to go up and across to the opposite knee. So we're doing crisscross instead this time. So a nice little twist. So you're bringing opposite shoulder across to the opposite knee. So you've got one knee hugging into your chest, the other one straight. The lower you take that straightened leg, the more challenging. So you decide what you need. And let's go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug both knees into the chest. Have a little rock from side to side, back and forth. And then come into a lovely full body stretch. We'll reach from our fingers all the way down to our toes. From there, engage the abdominals, lift the arms over the head, coming up if we can into a full roll up, peeling off of the mat, and this time we'll stretch up and over the legs to our feet, holding the toes or just reaching where you can, feeling the spine stretching out, feeling the backs of the legs, bending your knees if you need to, and just breathe. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Just a nice quick routine where we're not changing from being on our side to our front and standing. Just one where we stay with our body either seated or facing up to the ceiling. You can add on to this routine, but otherwise you are done. So I hope you feel like there was a nice little bit in there that you could do, maybe tweaking things if it didn't work for you. So a little bit of curling up through the spine, rolling down, those twists, some stretches for the legs. Obviously, it's a short routine, so not every direction of movement is in here, but I hope you feel a little bit more awake, a little bit more loosened up, ready for the rest of your day. I've got some lovely birds I can hear in the background, that's so nice. Anyway, I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time for another one. Take care. Bye.